Hi everyone, welcome to today's Icehouse webinar. I am Bryar Stewart, the Community Manager at the Icehouse, and today I am with Jamie Brock and we are discussing the Building Sales Structure and Skills Workshop, some frequently asked questions and what attendees can expect. So thanks Jamie for being on the webinar today.
Thanks Bryar, and hi everyone. So I'm Jamie Brock and I lead the Icehouse in the Bay of Plenty region.
That's true, that's right. Would love if you could introduce yourself, your career history and what your role looks like. Very varied at the moment, lots going on, so I'd love to hear a bit more about that, Jamie.
Yeah, so I guess in the, well, I was going to say in the past 30 years, makes me feel really old, but in the past 30 years I've been fortunate to have had some really amazing roles, both in New Zealand and overseas. I've led some great teams in small and in large businesses. But today my time at the Icehouse is spent working as a business advisor to a great group of business owners, sort of more in a one-on-one capacity. I also lead the Business Owners Program and Emerging Leaders Program in Tauranga for the Icehouse. And I'm the facilitator for the Building Sales Structure and Skills workshops nationwide. And I guess that's what we're going to be talking about today, Bryar.
That's it. So cool. Lots going on in your world, which is exciting. Want to start with this great big question. What is a misconception about sales that you want to debunk?
Look, there's plenty of stereotypes that we all have about typical salespeople. So the misconception probably is that salespeople are born to sell, and that to be a good salesperson, you need to be smooth and a good talker. The reality is, with the right mindset, anyone can actually learn how to be good at selling. For example, the best salespeople are actually better at listening than they are at talking. The best salespeople do a lot of preparation and planning, and they use some fairly simple tools to help them achieve good outcomes. So, yeah, that's probably one of the quick misconceptions that are out there. So, yeah,
that's really good. Yeah, that's encouraging. Awesome. The next question we've got here, what has changed in sales?
Look, a lot has changed. A lot's changed, particularly in the last few years. A lot's changed in terms of how our clients buy, how they, or the research they do online before they engage or contact you or your business. Perhaps what they want to talk about when they do want to talk to someone. Or engage with you, not always talk, I guess. And one of the big changes that I see is, traditionally salespeople weren't always comfortable following clients up for a variety of reasons, but probably principally we didn't want to appear pushy or desperate, so kind of left clients, left them alone a little bit. But actually, a lot of sales are made when you do follow up, and so sort of setting the right expectations with clients about how and when you will follow up is really critical. And your clients today actually expect salespeople to be proactive with them, and I think that includes following up. So could talk about a lot of other changes, but I think that's one of the key ones that I see.
Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome. What is a practical tip or a piece of advice that you have for someone that is new to their sales role?
Look, to be successful in sales, it certainly requires the right mindset, but I think probably consistent effort and a foundation of sort of sales skills and habits is really, really important. So what do I mean by that? Effective salespeople have learned how to focus their effort to prioritize on the things that matter actually most. And probably another, well, kind of related, but piece of advice is be courageous and learn to say no to the wrong type of clients or the wrong type of activities. You've got to be disciplined to be successful, and that's probably goes through lots of things, but certainly in sales you do need to be disciplined about where you spend your time. So sales is not the yes department. I think it's okay to say no as well. We need to learn that and be reminded of that.
Yeah, great advice, Jamie. That's great. So specifically now looking at this workshop, who is the workshop for?
Look, the workshop is designed in a way that it is suitable for anyone that's in a customer-facing role who has responsibility for making sales, managing client relationships for their business. Don't need to be super experienced in sales, as you know, we do introduce some of these sort of core concepts and practical tools and share those with the workshop participants. So can be all levels of people, to be honest. But really, I think probably it would really suit people who realise that sales is important, and I guess they have a willingness and a desire to kind of learn some new tools and something that might help them be more successful and be more and enjoy their job more. So yeah, cool,
that's great. What can people expect from the Building Sales Structure and Skills workshop? What is covered on the actual workshop itself?
Yeah, so it's not a typical sort of training program. It's I talked about how sales has changed a lot, and we start off by looking at why selling matters and what's actually changed in the marketplace. So we kind of start in that area. Talk about the journey that most customers now follow when they are engaging with businesses like yours. But at the heart of it, believe that people still like to buy from people, and so we share some basic sort of sales skills, like around how to qualify, the right opportunities and the right clients, preparation and planning, and sort of some tips and tricks around how to help build rapport and relevance and trust with your clients. And then obviously I just spoke about follow-up, and we'll also touch on how to follow up without coming across as pushy. Really believe that value is a buyer's word, not a seller's word, and so we talk about some techniques in terms of how to uncover what's valuable to your customer, which is largely around asking great questions, but thinking about actually it from their perspective, not our perspective. And probably also we also sort of unpack how your customers buy versus how you sell, and then help participants to think about the process and how they how they engage through all steps of the sales sort of journey with their clients, and is there a better way or a way to sort of build more of a repeatable sales process to deliver that nice consistent experience that your clients have come to expect, and ultimately then help you improve your sales results. So yeah, it covers plenty, but probably without waffling on for too long, it is a lot of sort of, I think it's broken from memory, it's broken into sort of 9 different sort of topics covered over 2 days, and all sort of, it's a little bit of learning, a little bit of doing, but sharing some practical tips for all of those areas. That's probably that in a nutshell.
Yeah, great. Packed with lots of goodness, which is cool. Where is the workshop? And you've just said it is over 2 days.
Yeah. So yeah, packed full of activities with hopefully a good group of like-minded people coming on it and learning how to grow your own sales skills and structures to make you be more successful. Yeah.
Do you find that it's quite collaborative, like people in the group actually bounce ideas off each other?
That's their goal, and yeah, no one really likes going to workshops where there's just one person doing all the talking. So there's a lot of activities where people pair up and do things, not threatening sort of things which are going to take people out of the comfort zone, but discuss how that that concept or that tool might apply to their business, their role, what they could do about it. Use the sort of keep, stop, start sort of framework throughout the workshop for people to think about what do they need to keep doing, what could they stop doing or start doing with respect to the skill that we've just covered or a learning. So
yeah, cool, awesome. Nice. Well, you've painted a great picture for what the workshop looks like, and sure anyone that has tuned in or is listening to this sort of has a much better idea on what that workshop is and if it's something they'd like to attend. If it is, how can they sign up for the workshop and maybe get in touch with you directly if they had any more questions?
Look, obviously jump on the Icehouse website. There's a search function there. Just take a look at the the building sales structure and skills workshop there. There's a brochure that people can download and get more detail. People can do an inquiry on the website, which will get directed to me, or people can connect with me on LinkedIn. It's probably just as easy if people want to do that. I don't posted too much in there recently, but certainly people can connect with me that way.
Perfect.
Yeah, the previous audiences have been a sort of fairly diverse bunch of people from around the country, and have got a lot out of this 2-day workshop. So yeah, I'd like to think that there's something in there for everyone.
Yeah, absolutely. So cool, Jamie, and thanks for sharing your knowledge. And I've also heard only good things about this workshop and know it's really valuable. So good one to have part of the Icehouse offerings, and great to have you facilitating it as well. So thanks for joining us today on the webinar.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Bryar. Cheers.